What up, you guys? Today I want to share with you a personal story of something that happened to me that it's inspired by Bible study this morning, where we shared how have we seen God's goodness in our life, like how have we seen Him show up for us. So think of an actual experience, and I'm going to share with you the experience that I had very recently, and in hopes that it is encouraging for you. So let's do it. What happened recently was, and I'm trying not to give a whole lot of details just because I think it's appropriate. I don't want to share everything, but had some stuff happen personally involving my son and my ex, where, I took him to a party, I think a Friendsgiving party, and when we were leaving, he started complaining about his eyes, and his eyes got all, I didn't know this, I was driving, he's in the back, and I'm bringing him to drop him off to my ex, and I get him there and I pull him out of the car, and his eyes are all swollen, like an allergic reaction, swollen. And my ex got very frustrated, and she got frustrated at me thinking I did something. I know it comes from a place of her being concerned for him, but it was just a very terrible interaction, and we're already dealing with some stuff where she just thinks I'm not a good dad, and it's really annoying. Anyways, so I was very frustrated, and so I pull out of the driveway and I let God have it. I let God have it. I was I hit this, I just punched this. I was like, F you, man. Why would you let that happen and make it this perfect timing to make me look like a terrible dad when I'm already battling for time with my son already? Why would you do this? And I was mad. I was super frustrated. And it was there's no other word to say. I was mad. I cussed at God, the whole thing. Well, then fast forward, 2-3 days later, whatever, I there's just a bunch of payments that popped up. I had to get new tires, so that was $400 something bucks, which isn't bad, but it's $400 something dollars. And then I had to get I had to pay an LLC for my business, which was $300 something dollars. And then I had to pay this, that, and I was like, okay. All of a sudden, I'm down bad with money. What just happened? And I had this client that was scheduled to talk to, and to be honest, I had very little expectation that they were going to want to sign up. Very little. We hop on the phone call, and as you can imagine where I'm going with the story goes, he was ready. He was like, I'm in this. I want to do it. I laid out the price for him. I said, hey, for us to work together, this is what it's going to be. I was like, let's do this thing. I think you're a perfect candidate. And he was like, all right. And I was like, well, you can prepay, do the whole thing. If it's easier to do payments, that's fine. And he goes, I'm just going to pay the whole thing right now. That way I don't have to think about it. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? And I remember as soon as I got the phone call, I'm like, man, God, you just rewarded me. You just gave to me. You gave to me. You helped me exactly when I needed it, the exact way I needed it, perfect timing. And you did it after I got mad at you, thinking that you don't care about me, you don't love me, you're orchestrating things against me. I cuss at you, I get frustrated, and here you are showing up for me. I couldn't do anything other than just sit there and kind of laugh, laugh, cry, just God, you're just so good. You're just so good. And it was just a really good moment, right? And what's crazy, you guys, even amidst experiencing that and recognizing that, our sinful nature as human beings, we still want to turn back to our old ways. We still want to not trust in God. It's we need that constant reinforcement, that loop that goes on and on and on, that helps us. And God never gets tired of doing it. He never gets tired of showing up. He doesn't. He just keeps showing up. And it's amazing. And it's meant for us, it's meant to draw our hearts near to Him. And I don't know about you, what stories you have in your life, but I know for me, that draws me into Him. It just brings me to a place of it's looking in a mirror. I can recognize, wow, I really am sinful. I really do have a wicked heart. I really do have a tendency to not trust in you. And yet you're so good to me. Like, I can't think of anything greater that I would want to submit myself to. Like that, it's the perfect version of it's a perfect father. It's the perfect father, the perfect dad. You get mad at him, you yell at him, and all he does is he loves you. He loves you. Not gives you gifts. Oh, you got mad at me, let me go buy you a car. Not like that kind of thing, but like, he just loves you and he's still there for you. And like, if you got into a situation like with Maverick, if he ever got mad at me and he's older, and then a day later he's in a situation where he needs help, I'm gonna help him, regardless of what he got mad at me for. I'm gonna be there for him. And it's like, God really is that for us. And it's really cool. So I wanted to share that with you all. I know my channel's, my business thing is fitness, but I do try to tie in spirituality because I just think that's number one. It's number one, and like, I'm a believer, and I want to share my heart with you guys, and hopefully, I'm a quote unquote influencer, although a very small one at this point. Like, I want to influence people for the better. Like, I don't want to just like, hey, check out my lifestyle, it's so cool, because my lifestyle's not that cool. Like, it's really not. But I want to influence you guys for something that's going to have a really great impact, an eternal impact, really. And honestly, sharing this stuff with you guys, it helps me. Like, it brings my focus on Jesus and really helps me live this out even more. It's like, the more I talk about it, despite feeling so unworthy of talking about it, the more I talk about it and share with you guys, it's like the closer I get to Jesus and the closer I get to God. So it's really interesting, kind of overcoming that feeling of hypocrisy. Like, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag here. Like, I'm a hypocrite. Like, I say things, but then I do things, right? Like, that's probably all of us. Like, we know we should do this, but we still fall into that, and we're very hypocritical. And just being totally transparent with you guys, like, that's something I battle with. I battle it every day, but doing this and trying to be helpful in some way helps me. So yeah, just want to share it with y'all. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna keep making videos like this where I just talk to the camera and blab, and like, hope you enjoy it. Yeah, anyways, see y'all later.